Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We are pleased to present today's market review from the Colibri team. And first of all, we want to congratulate you with a Merry Christmas. As the year comes to a close, we want to take a moment to thank you, each of you, for being part of the trading journey. Starting out the markets take courage, curiosity, and patience, and choosing to learn is already a big win. This holiday season is a great time to reflect on how far you come. Every chart studied, every mistake made, and every lesson learned has helped build your foundation as a trader. Progress in trading doesn't happen overnight and consistently matters for more than perfection. As you enjoy time with family and friends, we hope you also give yourself credit for your dedication and growth. May the new year bring clear strategies, better discipline, and the confidence in your decision, both in the market and the beyond, and the Colibri will help you with this. Wishing you a joyful Christmas, a relaxing holiday break, and a prosperous New Year's ahead. Stay curious, stay focused, and keep learning. And stay, of course, with us, with our team. Okay, that was a small introduction. So let's start our review, the market review. And first of all, let's look on the S&P 500. So today we have a beautiful picture on that. So that today marks the start of the Santa Claus rally, and historically over the 7 trading day window, the S&P 500 has gained an average 1.26% and the finishing positive in 77% of the cases, based on data from the 1950. Notably, there has never been a single instant in history where the S&P 500 declined 3 years in a row during this period. After 2 disappointing years, 2023 and 24, the statistic odds are leaning toward a positive outcome. And of course, past performance doesn't guarantee future results, but the seasonal patterns like this are worth understanding, especially for newer traders learning how market psychology and historical tendencies can influence the price action. So today, the S&P 500 break the all-time high. So we wait for this moment. Let's measure on the chart. The TradingView is quite good tool to find this data very quickly. So 56 days and 1 hour approximately was needed to break the all-time high from the 6,920. So we already make some move, not very significant, but I think it's quite interesting. So 0.2%. So the rally started from the 18th of December. So I mean, after this reversal point, this was a crucial for this data. So let's set the level on that number, because, and of course we should set the level here and to see if the price will come back soon or will not come back soon, because the pattern looks quite powerful. So we have this head and shoulders. If we will take the classical technical analysis, so it could be the good trigger that the S&P 500 continue this New Year's rally and could continue the rally in the next year, especially if we look at the numbers in the USA economy that shows very positive data. The domination in Bitcoin, let's open the daily chart. So it still remain on the same levels. So we are still fighting with still in the range, still fighting between the 59 and 60%. So, but anyway, so the good that we are not dropping, so we are staying on the same levels. And but anyways, this is not quite positive for the Bitcoin, because the gold and silver growth, S&P 500 growth has shown the growth, but the Bitcoin doesn't give some positive momentums that give opportunity for the traders to to open the long position and to get the profit from that. So on the daily chart, we are compressed on that consolidation zone, or we can call the flat, but not exactly, but because we didn't create the third point. So we have the first point, the second point, then could we confirm the second point, and we need to test the lower level to confirm the flat. But still we are the spring is tightened, so probably we will see some releasing of the power that gained on that small accumulation zone. As usual, let's open the 15-minute chart. So as we discussed in the last review, so this zone on 88,000 was a support zone, but yesterday we broke it. We're testing, we're chopping it many times, and then we sweep the liquidity from this level, from the 86,900 approximately. So we sweep the liquidity from the 19th of December, and we break this already 2 levels, and maybe let's imagine that we get the liquidity and we have enough power to continue the running upward. But right now we see that this support zone became like a mirror resistance zone for the Bitcoin. So we confirmed the first time, we bounced from this zone the second time, and the volumes are not dropped significantly. So if you compare, for example, this period on the chart, so when the volumes was very weak, right now with the volumes are on some kind of average level, so not big and not small. So the daily turnover on the Bitcoin is $8 billion, and the average volume in 1 minute, not in 1 minute, in 1 minute this is approximately 4 million. But of course it's not enough. It's not enough for the Bitcoin. The chart looks very thin, and there is no power in the Bitcoin, and we should see more interest from the big players to believe that somebody have the interest to push Bitcoin up or to push Bitcoin down. So we have the levels. So that was set it on the previous briefing. So this measure 2 levels with the big borders of this consolidation zone. This one level on 80,600, and the 94,555. These local highs that we have here. And so let's wait what Bitcoin will do in the nearest few days. So inside of this big demand zone, we have the quite more wider zone. We see the reaction that we are starting our movement from that point. We bounce first time, we bounce the second time, and let's see, maybe it will be reasonable to take some kind of local trend line and to see some reaction. But anyways, this trend line is quite close to the support zone, and probably will definitely we should see some reaction from this. And maybe okay, and the last thing that what we will do right now, so let's set the local level on that candle wick, 84,400. And so let's wait what Bitcoin will do. So no setups for trading, and just to wait what this coin will do. And the Ethereum, the same, more or less the same situation. So no power. So we break our support zone in the same way like Bitcoin is doing. We are don't have enough power to touch it, but Bitcoin is touching this zone, so the Ethereum is a little bit less interest, less power than needed. So we sweep the liquidity from yesterday, and we just make some move. The move is 1.69%, so the volatility is very, very poor, and the Ethereum looks that also doesn't have enough power to make this some kind of rally. But let's see. So everything could change in 1 hour, and we can see the big and fat candles in some direction, because right now we should remember that the S&P 500 we break the all-time high. I hope this is not the manipulation, but let's see. Maybe this will pull all the markets, and we will see this some kind of before Christmas rally also in the big and heavy coins like the Bitcoin and Ethereum, and maybe this Solana. Well, let's open. We never open this coin. Of course, let's open the 1 hour chart to be more accurate. So Solana is also not in a good position. Let's open the XRP. So what it will give for us. XRP also not in the best condition, so there's a lot of the small candles, no money inside of these coins, no interest of the institutional players, and so the market is expecting for some more power pumping, money pumping inside of the market. So right now we have that kind of downward trend. Why this not? So some kind like that, and for many days market is dropping. So we have the support zone here. Sweep the liquidity a few days ago on the XRP. So looks not in the best way. So how far we are from the high? It's 95, 96%. We have to come back more than 96%. Yeah, but so 1.5, 1.7. So this is could be some kind of psychological support zone for the long traders who is trading long. But okay, let's wait. So the picture is unclear and looks not very positive, but okay, we should believe in the miracle, and maybe something will happen in a few days. So let's open our screener. Let's look on the most volatile coins for now, so we can choose what we can trade today. This IR. So this new coin, the 1, 2, 3, only 4 days it was traded. The daily turnover is 85 million, and the volatility, the NATR, is 1.1%. We can open and look, so we see that the volume is growing. So I hope you also notice that. So we can see that the volume are increasing, starting from the 2 o'clock according to my local time. So it was how many? 5 hours ago. The dropping start to increase, and definitely we should open this coin in our level 2. Okay, the beat was active today, but of course this is not what we expect, so I prefer to trade in that picture. So but right now the coin is in some kind of downward trend. So we want to break this counter trend line. So maybe we'll remove this one. Also remove this one, these old pictures, old levels, we don't need them anymore. Okay, we have this reversal point on the $2 per coin, and of course we can open and let's see the truce. Oh, the truce is not also in a good condition, so let's remove everything. This is easy to do. Okay, let's remove everything. So we break the, let's set this level here. So we break just the level from the, okay, I don't see because my laptop is crossing this monitor. That is why I don't see. So we break the low from the 15 of December. So there was not a big breakdown. We see the impulse here, so we see the confirmation of the levels. The first time when the price is approaching to this level from the big distance, we are bounce and we back on the 6% was the bounce was, and then we once again approach to the level and make this impulse on the 4.5%, and we are trading a little bit, make the impulse back. So probably this was some short traders escape from this position, so this was a short squeeze, and we are once again come back to this lowest point from today. If we want to try to short, we can try, but personally I don't like too much trading that way. So only the 63% volume. Of course we should not count that it will be very powerful long. The turnover is not so big, and the interest of the traders is also not significant. Maybe we could see what was going on when the prices approach to this level, and let's see some reaction. So it's already quite close to the level, 1.3%. Okay, let's see. But it is so this is setup is for breakdowning this level. Okay, we can open immediately because the price is coming close to this level. So we see the pressure. We don't see a lot of sideways inside of the level 2. Let's set this same level here. Okay, so 0.1257. So this level is here. So this will be our signal levels. The activity in the diamond sales not bad, so the coin is active. We see a lot of green prints right now. Let's shrink a little bit this level or this other book. So our cluster is painted by the red color, and a little bit above we have this a lot of the green. So we have the interest above the 12 and 8, 0, 12, 8. So the people want to buy this above this level. So let's see. As for now, we didn't have this too much very active coins, and of course the trading is not about the open the position each minute. If we didn't have this enough activity, and sometimes we need to wait, we need to think, we have to evaluate the setup quality. Yeah, there was some buyer from the 12.8. We can set this level for future. We can set this level and to see how the price is reacting on that level. Maybe we can decrease the ticks. So let's hide, for example, all the ticks that less than 100, or maybe 500. I think it will be more reasonable. So let's hide some ticks. This large number, the dollar of the centering. So everything is okay here. There's some red prints. Yes, it could be this could be the reversal point. So we should, let's open our hour that help us to see the time changing, the beginnings of the new minutes on each beginning of the new 5 minutes period. Yeah, it seems that that's good activity of the buyers. We can set this one. Okay, we are in. Probably it will give for us a better entry point. Let's set this additional limit order a little bit below, right above this size. Okay, but price is pushing, so we're not interested in the money. So with the target, so let's set the target for us, this 13.14. I think it will be somewhere here. I think the target is here and approximately 1.8%, but let's see. Not all the time the situation wants to develop as we expect, and maybe we can make this shorter. So I have the mental stop, so the close to this level, so 0.128. I'm not setting it right now because it could be easily triggered by one candle, one long wick, and the price could okay, we have this additional size in the level 2 that support our move. If we have this more money in the, we should close the half on the such impulse. Okay, we didn't shoot, of course. I'm saying this about my strategy, so I prefer to, if you see the momentum, I prefer to, okay, let's set the stop loss. Once again I make this, what is going on? The hotkeys, this X. Close position by the market price, so this was X. Let's switch off this. How to set the stop loss here? The Z. Okay, Z was maybe it should be C because okay, let's set this one. Why I can do that? Okay, cam codes. Okay, so in different trading terminals I set a little bit another hotkeys, and okay, and I quit the position, unfortunately. So I lost my position here, but it's not a big deal. We see that there's quite a good long activity. We see this breaking point on the 12.8. We see the activity on the bids that's supporting our this move. So we find a good situation, good long situation for trading, and this is the much more important for us when we're learning the process to see this kind of situation for the future trading. Okay, so it was our target. So here we expect I expect to set the take profit close to this nearest high, because this could be the first was supply zone. Okay, we broke it. We 28,000 New Zealand prints, big buy, big market buy by someone. Okay, it could be the good trade, but it's not a problem. This is not a problem. We're expecting to see the short of the lowest point from today. We find this sweep of liquidity of the nearest low. On that we see this reversal pattern. So we see this trend line. We break the trend line, stay in a little bit, accumulating the power. We see that how the prices change. We see that we find the good reversal point on this 38, some kind of psychological reversal point, and we see that how the movement is developed on this coin. And we set the target, and the price is going according to our plan. But I may make the mistake. I'm choosing not to write the hot key and close the position. How it's called in English. Let me use my translator. Oh my gosh. Unintentionally. So I close my position unintentionally. Okay, so we can continue our research. So the ACT, okay, we have a good one turnover is, let me show you where I see this information. So if I want to evaluate the potential on the coin, so I'm looking here. This is daily turnover, because in TradingView I have another indicator that gives me this information. I using this information from this column. When I evaluate the NATR, so I can look and find it here, or I can find it here in this column from the list and also from this information. So this is, for me, is one of the most important case. This 23%, this is the growth, the daily growth. And what is important also for me, this is the volumes, the relative volumes. Right now we see the bigger one, the 112 million and 2 million. This is not bad, but not the perfect one, but not bad. I also evaluate the previous the breaking of the previous daily highs. So we break this level. So let's set it on a chart, in the real chart, and to see where it was located and how we broke this level. So this is the main parameter, how to estimate very quickly. So it's good for trading the coin or not good for trading. So let's set the level, as I said, And let's see. So it was a beautiful impulse, 4.26%. So we are approached to the level, we reversed, we trade, accumulate some power. Below this level we make this final very accurate approaching to the level, trading a little bit, and make the good beautiful impulse. We make the correction, and then we continue our run. Okay, so interesting coin, interesting situation. Definitely we should keep eyes on that coin. So let's set the price alert here close to this level. We need them where the price will come back to this high of the day. And right now the price is searching for some support. Of course we can try to find the pullbacks, but the volatility is not so good. So 0.9 or 1% is not the best volatility, because if you want to trade this kind of pullbacks with such volatility, you can count on 0.3, 0.4%, or maybe 0.5% maximum of the profit. This is not the best solution to trade that kind of pattern on the small volatility. So right now the price is going down, so we release the power, so we see the spike on the volume, and probably very soon we can expect some rejection and some reaction from the buyers or from the market makers that will try to adjust the price, and will come back a little bit the price. So what we see, we have this local high from the past. It also was a good breakthrough of this level. The impulse was a little bit lower, but of course it is because it's a new one. But anyway, 2.4% is quite good impulse. And let's set what is also important here, this level. The movement is quite clear, so you see the local level, we have the one approach, and then we break it. So we're not chopping this as we usually see on the different coins, especially PP is quite dirty coin. But right now we see that all the breakthroughs is okay. This breakdown was also okay, so the ACT is quite interesting for trading. But we didn't see the power of the buyers that wish to come back, bring back this coin. Let me check this ICT in our. Please, no, it's not in our. Not in our. So let me open the ACT, USDT. Let me open the level 2, and we will check. Do we have the? Yes, we have the spot, and we have the futures. So the ACT, we can open this spot on the Binance, and we have the futures on the Binance. So let's check the aggregation. Okay, so some activity on the PP. So I have noted this is a situation by using the how to pronounce this word, peripheral vision. So there's some activity on the chart. So we have the interesting situation here. So we have the local level. Local level is a little bit. Oh my gosh! Why destroy everything? Okay, something like that. Okay, and this one is okay also. Okay, we sweep the liquidity from this level. But the situation not so perfect. But anyway, maybe it could looks like a general reverse point before we are wants to come back to the local highs on the PPIN coin. This 1 minute cluster, this is the 1 minute cluster should be okay. So this is the level 2 from the OKX, this is level 2 from the Binance. I like these market makers, how they work on the OKX. So the ICT coin. So let's repeat what we draw on our screener. So it's continually falling of the price. We can set this local level somewhere here. Why it's not so accurate? It's for me all the time difficult to in this horizontal how to say, in the horizontal plane to find the right position from the cursor. Okay, so the price is falling. We see some size only 43, 42, but it's not big. 43, 32 it disappeared already. So let's wait while the price is approaching this level and to see what will going on with this coin. So we see that already a few times the price was bought off from this. We make this small sweep, and the prices come back. Okay, and also the activity has appeared. This also was quite interesting. So let's open the 1 minute cluster here. 52,000 on the bid on the spot market. 1 minute cluster. Okay, the price is bouncing. So we see the green above the 0.4455 and maybe start for 44.50. 44.50, I think it could be some kind of psychological trigger for the long traders. And the price now is trading a little bit above it. Yeah. So we drop a little bit and then come back to this level, and we continue our movement. Right now we see the local resistance, some densities. Okay, these market makers are changing the position on the ask all time, so they are run away from the spread. So they don't want to be realized. So they don't want to participate in this trading process. They just expect for some fast impulse and okay, so here's some pressure on the price. Okay, some pressure, and we once again back to the point where we start our small rally. Then once again, so see some activity here. Some activity on the beats. Okay, so maybe we can set this something like that, and so when the price will approach to this trend line, maybe we can try to open the long. But right now the price is compressed, and we see this asks activity on this side. Okay, it was so quick, it happened so quickly. We just have to believe. Once again I missed the good opportunity, so it was really quick. So 0.78% for the momentum. That could we get some profit in 1 second, or on the maximum in 2 seconds. Yes, it was good. It was good, interesting, powerful, quickly, effective. But I missed this opportunity, unfortunately. I have to practice more. I think with the fast trading to be very fast, and also the head should be quite clear. So when you're trading these fast activity coins, and when you try to get the volatility, and you should trust in yourself a little bit more. So this is what I'm missing in myself. So I see the pattern, I see the opportunity, but I'm waiting a little bit more than it's needed, and the prices run away from me. So here the pin, so break this trend line, make the move on a 0.8%, and then we come back to this kind of point of control of this accumulation zone. The beat volatility is 77%. It's moving quite slowly. Let's set some kind of trend line, but with that kind of volatility, so everything will happen very, very slowly, and it could not be happen really, because the very weak, very thin movements on the coin. ZBT, so I'm opened this coin before the broadcasting. 88,000 average volume in 1 minute, what is not enough definitely, so that means there is no traders inside of this coin. So we're chopping this level, so it's not valid anymore. So let's find some kind of, I think it's not existed. So I want to link this support, new support zone from the previous highs, but there was not existed. Only the number is 0.96 is valid, so this level, but this level doesn't have so much impact on the price action in the past. So let's choose this one. So we have this some kind of demand zone where the market maker is all the time is bought all the coin, and the price is bounced many times. But as I said, the volatility is low and the average is quite low, so don't like this coin. ZBT, but before it was quite active before the. Anyway, the market is not very SQD, ACT, truth, beat. Okay, dollar. What the dollar is doing? It's 53 million. Some kind of impulses. What dollar is making? So dollar is breaking this one, and this one, and these two highs. First one was not the perfect one, but I mean the first breakthrough was not the best one, but okay, it was some kind of 1.6%. Okay, it's not so big, but okay. and the second one was quite dirty. So unsure, quite unsure. The price action is quite unsure here in that zone, and we make this last impulse. Some candles. Okay, but this candles more than the high volume, so you can see the high relative volume. And right now we set close to the 43 and 4, so it could be some kind of support zone, and we can try to trade above this zone while the price is steady above this zone. But definitely I don't like that kind of situation, because we are trading in somewhere between the levels, so somewhere on the air. It's quite danger trading. So where the price is finding some place in the air without any price action is quite difficult to trade that kind of 0.6. The volatility is also poor, so I prefer to escape this coin. But okay, we can look after the broadcasting. So we have this most important level on the 46 and 5. This is quite close to the round number. This could be the interesting, but we need more accumulation of the liquidity build just below this level to expect a good breakthrough. Expect the good breaking of the level. ZKC, this 0.3. Okay, oh, this is dead coin. I don't want to see this. They play huge candles. Huge candles. The play is not a bad. So we can and we should, I think, but the problem with this coin that when we approached the level, so we approached with very big candles, and when this big candles is occurred, this is the quite a powerful signal that it will not have enough power to break this the level. So what I mean, so let me explain a little bit more and focus your attention. So when we, for example, if the situation is appeared here, so when we go in with some kind of chopping candles, with the small candles, so that means we're accumulating the power in this in that move, and after that we can expect the big impulses. But if the price action looks like that, so when we just from some point we make this impulse close to the level, so that means that for the second impulse it probably will not have enough power. So generally it happened like that. So the first impulse, then the second one, and the prices come back very quickly. So this seems like a fake out, the setup, but in play we see that we are making this big candle, and we make this quite huge stop gathering candle. Okay, this is quite interesting situation, but the volume is 180 million, and we have this relative volume on that areas was good, and we see the increasing of the relative volume in this zone. Right now we see that the price, I don't know what we can do. So this is not good. Maybe in that way, maybe set in that way, which also not the good one. Maybe something like that, a little bit closer to the real life. So, but right now the price is slowly but going to the close to the highs, We can set this one. It's also could be interesting. I think it's interesting, but the volatility is not enough to trade, and we should have the good setup for this coin to trade, to predict this some kind of breakthrough. But in that particular case, these candles with the huge shadows that also have the low probability of the expectation of the good breakthrough. So this coin is quite good, make the good impulses, but these impulses occurred in some time that you didn't expect, on some range that you didn't expect. So good momentums, good impulses, but there's some kind of unpredictable impulses, and you can control the risk profit on the situation. So, and the volatility is small, so I don't know. For me, it will be the difficult coin for trading, unfortunately. So I better to escape this coin, and this level is also will be the danger for trading, because there's quite a big distance from that zone up to this level. So who guarantee that we have some kind of liquidity on that area? So these guys who is shorted from this zone, so they are set up the stop loss here. Probably not. Probably their stop loss is quite closer, and maybe they even saw somewhere on that area, but not on the top of this long wick. So better to escape this coin until it makes some better price action figure. CYS not good, river not, ZBT. So we see the ZBT coin, but we have this high. Once again I'm use the wrong candle. It could be the interesting situation. The volumes are not bad. The volume is close to 200 million. Volatility is 0.6. So maybe we can count that we will have this. Let's set some price alerts close to the level, and they will ring before they approach to this level. So this could be the interesting setup for trading, I believe. If we make some kind of good approach, good accumulation under the level, maybe we can expect the breakthrough of this high. And we are close to the 1030. This is not the best one, but this is anyway the round number. Not exactly the round number. If it will be the good, if it will be what is a 1, but we see that how we break the 1. We see that I think this situation was no. So this 0.1 we are breaking somewhere here, but it was really dirty. So don't expect that this round number will give for us a good entry point. So better to see the level 2. Right now the price is going up. What is Bitcoin is doing? So maybe the market is repeating the Bitcoin movement. So let's see. No, Bitcoin is chopping somewhere, and not growing too much, and they do not pull. What about the Ethereum? Okay, what about the Ethereum? The Zero is dropping. Ethereum is dropping. The ZBT is going independently. So let's open the SKD, beat, ZBT. Okay, we already have this one. ZBT is here. Okay, some volumes appeared on the level 2. 4.6. The price step is not a perfect one. So this quite one tick of the price is okay. So it's quite quickly. Why this make this up quite quick approach? So one tick of the price, that means that this we have the 0.1, means should be very careful. So the 500 is not enough, so probably we should have this 100. So here we can set the 200, and here we can set the 100 also. And the ticks, let's remove all the ticks that's smaller than $2,000, because it will be more, the time and sales will be much more clear if we will see set it like that. Okay, the cluster is green, the price is approaching to the level. Futures already have some density. Okay, the alert is triggered. Okay, let's try, but okay, but I don't believe that everything. Okay, so we didn't touch the level, and they make the. You see that we make only few ticks move, and we already have the 0.7% of the loose. It's because this price step is not very pleasant. So the price is standing. Let's open the 1 minute cluster. Come on, come on. So I will set the stop loss. If it is triggered, okay, we'll trigger the stop loss and not going. But the activities, okay, this quite big prints here. How much percent we? 0.9%, but anyway, so this is not a bad impulse. 0.9% of the movement. We have the break in the level. Maybe we should stand, and maybe the price is trying to continue the run. There's a lot of green on in the cluster. Okay, this cluster is painted by the red sales ticks, and okay, the price is reversed from that level. Okay, very big ticks on the time and sales. Let's a little bit shrink the spot. Let's shrink this one, and to see the more precisely time and sales. So big prints of the sales. One pressure from the asks. Okay. Maybe it will try once again to come back and to break it once again. Some support on the bid. 36,000, but it's quite small size. The spot is empty. Some side is on the bids, but there's empty here. Maybe it's the fellows. The main players there on another exchanges, maybe on the gate, maybe on the BitGet. So for streaming, I decided to do not open all the exchanges and to use only the Binance order books. Okay, the price is staying above the 101. So somebody is holding this on that level. Okay, some attempt to you see there are a lot of the green prints, but in a way we're staying more or less on the same way. Okay, there's this now 31,000, 12,000, 4,000, 3,000. There's much more the red prints, but the price is staying here. Okay, maybe we can catch some luck. Maybe we could catch. Okay, 100,000 in support. Come on. Come on. I don't want to go. Okay. There's no reaction on the bid. So we're waiting a little bit, so let's wait for the while this 6 minute change to 7. Okay, let's see the reaction. There's no activity. Okay, but there's some activity from the buyers. There is nothing happened right now. Nothing happened. Nothing positive happened. Okay, I escaped from the position. I don't like the situation. Okay, the price is going down in some. Okay, the step of the price is quite big, as I told you. So the 0.1% is only the small tick movement. I don't know what to expect, really. I don't know what to expect. We can set the level here. Maybe we can set this one. Okay, yeah. I'm just drawing the trend line, setting the local level, and we immediately want to break it. While I'm trading to trade something, so all the time I see this kind of minus in the beginning. So interesting. So maybe before trading, so I should draw this setup and immediately enter after I draw this. Yeah, and we continue the downtrend. So this was a fake out. But in a way it was enough time to escape from there, to quit the position, to escape from the long, to do not hold this minus for a long time. So this was not so fast. The coin was not so fast, not so manipulative, and so that means that but the lose is big because this is the step of the price. But generally, if you are decrease your amount of the coins in your position, so you can avoid the big losses if you're counting in your head that this price step is not the perfect one. So here you can see though the price should make this kind of movement. Okay, this is quite fast. Okay, this order book is not jumping, so here is 1.2%. This price should make this a few centimeters on the screen, but here you can just jump from one price to another, so this is already 1.2%. So that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so here we have some kind of local level. So here once again the prices squeezed here. Maybe we should expect some short, local short. Yeah, once again I draw this trend line and the price is going to what you expect, and if we enter the position, so already we could have some kind of 0.55% profit. So just to trade on half an hour with that kind of profitability factor, so we can with small take profits about 0.5%, 0.5%, 0.5% on different coins could give to generate a good daily profit in a very short term. Okay, we sweep the price here from that candle and want to come back or not. Still, unfortunately, I'm trading alone, so I don't have any participants on the on our broadcasting. So a little bit borrow. It's a pity that we still didn't have anyone who is asking or who's interested in that case. And of course, if the broadcasting will spend 1 hour, nobody wants to see them all. And maybe they better to wait for another one and asking the question, so nobody will spend so much time to see the old broadcasts. But okay, so I just checked the comments. There's no comments on that under the screen, so nobody's watching this, but it's okay. We are just in the beginning in our journey, into the trading journey. So the company is young, so we are already knew how to start, so how it's difficult to start, but we need some impulse in the beginning, and after we can increase our speed. But no problem. So if you didn't participate this meeting now, so you can look at the some highlights from this from the broadcast for the future. So, but anyway, before you go, remember, if you have any questions or comments, you can comment below. I will check every message, and if you have ideas on how to make this stream better, I'd love to hear them. And if you have any question regarding the trading, regarding some technical issues, regarding the terminal, regarding the company, the links, and other things, and other stuff, I will answer with my pleasure to you. Once again, they're wishing you a joyful Christmas, a relaxing holiday break, and a prosperous New Year's ahead. I hope we will see you one time minimum, maybe a few times before the New Year. But for today, the best trackers from the Colibri team. Enjoy the evening, enjoy the holiday. So, best trackers from the Colibri team, and see you and goodbye.